David Allen Harvey, the famous American Magnum photographer, has a thing for them. Some companies have made a fortune out of investing in the research and development of them, and some of the best examples of them come from Australia. Yes, that's right, the extremely diverse yet ubiquitous camera bag. Carrying camera gear can be a notoriously difficult affair, as anyone that has carried heavy lighting equipment around in aeroplanes, four-wheel drives, to remote locations can attest. Carrying multiple cameras, bodies, lenses can also create travelling havoc, and when the location is very remote and replacement parts are hard to find, then transporting your camera kit safely starts to take on another dimension. So what is the best way to carry photographic gear? Depending on how much bulk you are carrying, the distance you need to cover, and whether or not being able to instantly access your kit is important, will influence the decision you make about what baggage system to employ. If, for instance, you are merely walking around the corner with a small camera to take some snaps at the local market, then you probably not need serious baggage to carry your gear. A coat with some big pockets and a broad camera strap should be sufficient. On the other hand, if you are doing a round-the-world trip, taking in such exotic locations as the Arctic Circle or the Sahara, then you may need a very specifically designed camera bag to protect your kit from the elements. Camera bags are generally padded with thick protective foam and sometimes have inserts with Velcro strips on the ends that literally make it possible for you to customise the inside of your bag, creating protective slots for your lenses, flash, other accessories, and of course your camera body. These bags are incredibly useful whether you have a backpack, messenger bag, sling carrier, hip pack, briefcase or duffel bag. Durability is the sign of a really well-made camera bag, and some bags are now made of material that is not only weatherproof but splash-proof as well. It is well worth paying a little bit more for a bag that won't disintegrate in various different weather conditions. Size is also an issue for several reasons. The bigger the bag is, the more unwieldy it can be for all forms of transport. A bag that is too large for an overhead cabin on a plane can be more of a hindrance than a help, because if camera gear needs to travel in the baggage compartment, it must be packed in a hard case and padlocked to prevent theft or damage. Of course, one of the biggest deciding features of camera bags for the individual photographer is how it feels to carry it. If a bag is unbalanced or too loose or too tight or made of material that is uncomfortable or ugly, then these can all be marks against purchasing it. Inside my camera bag, for example, there are several things that a well-equipped photographer can carry. These range from spare batteries to torches to flash extensions to small screwdriver sets, which unfortunately I had confiscated on a flight as I forgot to take them out. These accessories are essential to my functioning as a photographer, but each person will develop their own kit. If a poll was conducted amongst pro photographers about what they think is an essential photographic accessory that they absolutely can't live without, it would be no surprise that the reply would be a strong, lightweight and good-looking camera bag. Just ask David Allen Harvey.